Welcome to a late night version of Single Sundays. That's right, we got a little late night action that went over with it. I've been swamped and I finally got around to getting it done. And thank God it was a lighter week because, if it was a heavier week, we'd have been screwed. And if you don't know what Single Sundays is when we end up going over the single issues that we picked up this week. We ended up having our poll list where we have certain issues that we end up picking up, and those are the issues that we end up ranking. Sometimes we take a few flyers here and there, and we also cover those. And to be qualified as a flyer is a book that we end up getting a couple of, and if I keep on having my interest into it, we could go up to 3. And once we get to 3, we add it to the poll if we're still liking it. If we're not liking the book, we end up taking it away from the poll and we talk about how we maintain our poll. That's how it'll be all encompassed into videos like this, which is Single Sunday. So let's dive in. With it being Single Sunday, we ended up having a flyer that we ended up taking. What was that flyer? Well, it is Batman, Green Arrow, Arcadia. It's definitely something that was very interesting, and it's awesome having 3 different characters that's going to be on it. It has Batman playing into a role, and it seems like they're going over covering the same area. Well, I believe Arcadia. And then having the question that's involved, trying to investigate, trying to figure out what's going on. Green Arrow or Ollie trying to just get involved with it. And then Batman, well, he's also one of the world's greatest detectives, so he's also investigating and trying to figure out what's going on as really the alter ego of Bruce Wayne. It's a nice solid book. It's a nice solid start. It's a pretty good way to be going on. So that means we have 2 issues this week. I know I was hoping for a top 3, but we only had 2 issues. And I'm not going to count the flyer that's over into it. If there was, it would be a little bit of different rankings. But hey, we got 2 issues. So coming in at number 2 is going to be Batman, issue number 4. It says right down here, enter the Minotaur. Who's the Minotaur? Well, here's the thing is that it's a person that's trying to take the entire crime area of Gotham and trying to make it more focused. Haven't figured out what exactly he ends up doing, but it seems like we're trying to go on with that, and it seems like this is an issue that is definitely setting up to figure out what that was. It's an okay issue. It was not something that was going over with me, but like I said, good stories always have to have a setup, and this is one of those. And now, coming in at number 1. Wow, this is very quick. Coming in at number 1 is going to be issue 9 of Thundercats Lost. We find out who ended up having Liger. Well, we already knew that. But we find that the Thunderians are on the tracks, trying to figure it out, bringing it over, trying to save him. And there's a dog coming into this cat party? What the world? So we're going to end up seeing what's going to go on. I think this is where we're going to end up seeing in the next issue. Let's go off the handle here and give some, predictions? There we go. Predictions of what's going to be happening in the next issue. So I'm wondering if there's going to be something where we're going to end up having one Thundercat that's left, and it's going to be Amira. But that throws a little wrench in the plans where you end up having the 2 characters that were made for this series. And then you also have Linkso, which was another one. So maybe there might be a struggle that they have to get under from one another. And maybe this will have Apex be involved? That'd be kind of an interesting way to go on with that. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments down below. So we got nothing that we're going to be adding over onto our poll list. Our poll is going, honestly, our poll is really, really big, really thick. So we're going to have to trim that down somewhat. So we're going to end up having to figure out where we're going to trim that little fat off this little poll list. But right now, I'm enjoying what we ended up having, what we're picking up. And honestly, it's going to be tough with that, but I think the series are going to start dropping off, so it's going to make that thing nice and thin by itself. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.